Hello everybody, it is Corey from Gemini Guitar, back for some dark folk today. And in this lesson we'll be exploring some harmonic minor octave sequencing. Okay, so for some context, the harmonic minor scale is very similar to the natural minor or Aeolian scale. The only difference with this scale is the fact that it has a sharp or raised seventh. So we'll start in the second position, so we've got the notes on the fourth string E, F sharp and G. And then on the third string we have A, B and C. In the natural minor scale we would then play a natural D note and then follow that up by playing the octave or the root note in the next octave, E. So what we do on the harmonic minor scale is we raise that D note by a half step. And funnily enough, just that one difference makes a lot of difference in the sound. So we get this instead. You can also play that raised seventh back from the first octave. That's a D sharp there. So a very dark sound. Now the other position we can do it in is in the seventh position. So we have E, F and G on the fifth string, 7th, 9th and 10th fret. Then we have A, B and C on the fourth string. Notice the symmetry between these. So it's basically the same pattern, just on a different set of strings. Then the natural D and the E on string 3 or the D sharp and E. So that's to give you a basic idea of what the harmonic minor scale sounds like. So from there what we're going to do is we're going to explore a short etude and we're going to use octaves and we're going to sequence those so it turns it into a nice sounding melody. We're going to be using the 4-fret width octave and those occur on the 4th and 2nd string, and you'll find them again later on in this piece on the 3rd and 1st string, which by the way that's the same note again. The other octave we will be using briefly at the end is this one. So this is the 3-fret width. So that's one's at the 9th fret on the 5th string. That's where the first finger sits. 10th fret and 6th fret and 7th. There's also one with the open 6th string and fret 2 on the 4th string. Now don't fret, no pun intended, if you're not getting some of this, because there is a transcription at the website, so head on over there and you can print it out as a PDF. So let's begin. 2nd fret octave, and we're going to play that once. I'm also using hybrid picking. There's not much choice here. You can, well, you probably could strum it, but I wouldn't recommend it. So we're going to use pick on the lower string and the middle finger, or 3rd finger if you want. I like middle, on the higher string. And then what we're going to do is we're going to play that again, followed by the 4th and 5th position. So essentially the first 3 notes from the natural minor or harmonic minor scale. In the second bar then it's 7th, 5th, 4th position, then back to 2nd position. So straight back down from the A note with octaves. So now it will sound like this. Quite a challenge if you're not used to it, because you have to keep your fingers the width apart, and the width changes as you go higher and lower. So an excellent practice exercise for this, which is not too boring, it's reasonably stimulating to the ear. So in the 3rd bar then, we're going to introduce the raised 7th down below this E note here. We're going to play 5th position, 4th, 2nd and 1st position. And that's the note you want to be emphasizing when you're using the harmonic minor scale, the raised 7th. So you can lead into it from the bottom note in this case, and then it will come up again in the higher octave. Yeah, so it's got a really nice dark sound. Okay, so in bar 4 then, we're going to do 2nd, 4th, 2nd, 1st position, still on the 4th and 2nd strings. Notice we're emphasizing that raised 7th. So bars 3 and 4. My fingers are hurting a bit. I'm not used to doing it. I've got to be honest. I haven't practiced much lately, and the steel strings really dig in. But that's cool. It's part of the fun. So we're going to go into the second half now. So we're basically starting similarly, because we're starting on the root note, the octave note, or in the higher octave, I should say. Try to slide into that. It's another challenging technique because you've got 2 fingers you've got to do that with. Just make sure that note rings out well. Can't hear it as good because this one dominates a bit. Okay, so from there we're going to go, and this is on 3rd and 1st string by the way, so it's 9th position. Then we do that again, 11th and 12th position. This is the tricky part. In the next bar we've got to go up to the 14th position. You notice the neck's not cut away here, so you've sort of got to maneuver a little bit into it. So it's 14th, 12th, 11th and 9th position. So these 2 bars sound like this. So a really good workout for the pinky finger. So we're moving into the end of things. In the 7th bar, we're going to go and pick the 9th position. Then we're going to do a slide into the 11th position. Move back to the 9th position and keep it abrupt. You'll notice the dot above the 12 in the transcription. That means staccato, which means abrupt. So it sounds like this. The previous lesson I did was on dampening, so you'll need to use the dampening technique for that. Moving into the 8th position, do that slide to the 9th position, back to the 8th position staccato. Move on to the 4th and 2nd string in the 9th position. Then we're going to hit that, slide into the 10th position. Back to the 9th position staccato. Move on to the 5th and 3rd string in the 9th position. Then we're going to hit that, slide to 10th position. Back into the 6th position, which is the raised 7th. That's not staccato, I just basically stopped that there, so it's... Over to the 7th position, which is our root note E. Then you slide out, down into the lowest octave of E. And that would be the 1st finger at the 2nd fret in string 4 and the low 6th string. So it's definitely got a very neoclassical edge to it, and really suits the dark folk vibe. Sounds very good on the steel string acoustic. It'll work on nylon as well. Okay, so don't forget to check out the transcription at the website, link below in the video. Enjoy the lesson, and until the next one, bye for now.